morning, peeps. My name is Vaughn, and today is Monday, and it's the second week of my 4-week anesthetics rotation. It's raining, but I'm at the hospital right now. The anesthesiologist that I'm with today is working the neuro theater. So we have two patients. One is one who was supposed to have surgery last week, so I spoke to him last week. So I just have to go and take a history from the second patient now before she goes down to theater. Besides that, we're supposed to have a class on post-op, I think, post-op management of the patients. So today seems to be fairly easy. It is 3:39 and I'm now leaving the hospital. Oh my god, today was a long day. Been here since 7, well, a little after 7, but basically 7. But only ended up doing one, which was anterior cervical discectomy, something with fusion. The surgeon said that it was supposed to last like an hour and a half to 2 hours, but it lasted like the whole day. Plus the whole prep of that patient was a bit more difficult because he had on a cervical collar, so the anesthetist didn't want to move around his neck too much, which made things a bit more difficult than the usual. Basically everything was successful anyway. So I think I told you all this already, but because it's like 14 students, we're all split up with certain anesthetists. So the person that I'm with, she's like the seniorist. Like, well, maybe she's not the seniorist, but she's one of the senior anesthesiologists, whatever. When I tell you, she's like high draft. I mean, the information she's giving is clearly gonna be very useful, but it's just like information. You got information, you got information, you got information, all of you got information, and it was just me. And then she asking me all these questions, and I don't know the answers. I put in a nasopharyngeal tube today. That was cool. And I went with the patient straight to the post-op management, and it was kind of involved, but yeah, right now I'm gonna go home, change, and go to the gym one time, and then today I'll read something so that tomorrow we could discuss things and I could get them signed off. I'll show you guys that later, probably tomorrow or something, but okay, bye. Good morning, everybody. So it's Friday today, and despite the fact that my body woke me up at 4:20 a.m. this morning, I'm in I guess you could say a relaxed mood, kind of good mood, because instead of going to the hospital for 7 o'clock, I'm going for 8 because we are on call in ICU today. So yeah, this is the second time for the week that I'm on call. I haven't spoken here, so I'm just gonna catch you guys up. I was on call, I think, on Tuesday, and that call was the most kind of involved call we've had since we've been in anesthetics. So there's one patient, he was there before. I don't know if I spoke about him before, but he dove off something into some water, I guess misjudged the depth of the water, and so he had I think some kind of cervical thing. But he's basically a quadriplegic now, which means he's paralyzed from the neck down, basically. And he's been there for like 77 days anyway. So they said that they don't really see him leaving the hospital anytime soon. And then there's another patient. There was an elderly lady, about 80 something, I think. She had a craniectomy for subdural hemorrhage. But when we did rounds, it didn't look like she was very responsive at all. But by the time we left there that day, she was still there and still like still, yeah, she was still there, so I guess she was still alive. Then there was another patient. He had a gunshot wound. His own went from his right arm into his right chest, through lung, through diaphragm, through liver. So he had in 2 chest tubes actually. So while we were there that day, a house officer from the team that's taking care of him went to put in a chest tube. Well, went to replace the chest tube actually. So he did that, and one of my friends, Niana, who you guys have seen at some point in time, I think, she got to do some stitches on that patient, so that was cool. Nice. Then there was another lady on the ward. Young lady, she climbing up a mango tree, and I think it was wet or something. It was raining. Yo, my hands killing me. Yeah, and then she fell off the mango tree. It was about 15 feet, I think the file said, and now she has a fracture of her radius and ulnar, fracture of the sacroiliac joint, which is in your pelvic area. She had some other type of fracture, and I think they were querying if she had some kind of brain injury too, and she had a pneumothorax. Like, one man would you give her all of that? So yeah, and then later on in the day, another lady came in. She had literally just given birth, but she had a lot of bleeding. I think she bled about 2 liters or something like that after birth. So they were trying to figure out why and just trying to get her stable. So that was that with her. And I think that was it. And we did some ABGs, arterial blood gases, so that was cool. So fast forwarding back to the rest of the week so far, I put in yesterday. I feel like yesterday I had the best day that I've had since we've been in anesthetics. And then by the time I got home, I just didn't want to ruin it, so like I didn't do any work when I got home. Oh, also Wednesday, I think it was, we decided to do a study session. This man is not moving. It's the ambulance. You have to move, sir. Yeah, so Mount Hope needs to get their life in order. You have 5 years of medical students. Years 3, 4, and 5 go through the entire calendar year. So there's actually no vacation in med school. So why do the people who work there get vacation? If we need to study in the library and need to have all-nighters and stuff, like, you need to make provisions for that, guys. Anyway, so then yeah, I put in LMA yesterday, which is a laryngeal mask airway. So that was cool. That was the first like activity that I've done besides my injection last week. So yeah, it was cool putting that in. And then yeah, so today we're on call. We'll see how it goes. Hey guys, so I had a nice day today, which I'll tell you guys about later. But right now, Mommy and I, hi Mommy. Hi baby. I'm about to head up the gym. It's 8, so it goes at 10. So we're in good time. Guys, so I'm home from the gym now. I'm chilling on my bathroom floor before I'm procrastinating before I go bathe. But let me just tell you about my day, because today was actually a good day. So like I told you guys before we were on call, so the first thing that happened is that we had rounds. So the consultant she was nice today compared to the Tuesday how she was. So for the first patient, the patient had a arterial line. It's the same patient that I told you guys earlier. So yeah, this patient had an arterial line, so they needed an ABG done, arterial blood gas. So I got to do it. I didn't go into his artery though. Like I said, he has an arterial line, so I just took it from the line that was already there. But it was still, something to do. It's still cool. Then for another patient, the lady who had fallen on the mango tree, she wanted to do, the consultant wanted to do an ultrasound on her. So they have a portable ultrasound machine. So she used that, and like throughout it, she was showing us like the anatomy on ultrasound, which was cool to see because at some point in time we'll have to be able to recognize it. So yeah, that was good to see then. Then we had a nice little lunch and dessert. And then later on in the evening, called one of the house officers, who was actually my house officer when I was in surgery. He picked us up and he was just like speaking to us about different things, you know. So it was cool. We actually left at like 7. We usually try to leave there around 6, but it was still cool. Today was a good day. And then I just got home from the gym. You see this? This is, I'm trying to get rid of that. I do not look at it. I'm trying to get rid of it, but I'm pretty sure I have a rotator cuff injury that's preventing me from being great. Anyway, I'm gonna bathe now, finally. Hi guys, so it's drive your car. I'm busy on your phone.
Mind your business.
What day is it? It is Saturday. Oh, traffic. I am out and about. Going to, I'm out.
You're about.
I'm going to be about.
No, you're not.
Yeah?
You're going on one spot.
Yeah, but the boat isn't going on one spot.
The boat going on a normal thing, not about. About means you're going to be
Oh my gosh. Okay for me. Yeah, we're going to have a little fun today. In the hot sun. Yeah. Back to the hot sun and the rain for sure.
And it was really that.
And it really was. It really was. See, I was just like, oh gosh, all this time. Oh, I didn't even brush my hair.
You don't need it.
Literally, just like somebody actually was dying. What's the name?
Everybody clap your hands. Can you go down low?
Sunday morning, just made me, well you can't see it, but just made me some breakfast and some, oh you really can't see it, tea, and I'm about to get into the new season of Orange is the New Black. Change of plans on the beach.